Jesus, that always scares me every time.
Hello.
Hello.
I feel like a bunghole today.
Like a bum?
Like a bunghole.
A bunghole. Why don't you just
Need
say
TP.
asshole? That's
I need
fitting. It works.
I need TP for my bunghole.
Well, real quick, before we get into everything, of course, guys, you're watching Ghosted. But I think, Doug, we should take a quick minute and recognize something that's happening around here, and that's going to be a homecoming for somebody from the network's past. And let's just kind of show them
Huh.
what we're talking about. That's right. Damn it, that wasn't
Right
the
on.
one I should have showed anyway, though. I should have showed the other one. That one's still pretty cool. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I do want to show the other one, but just to let everybody know what's going on, that is Paranormal, The New Normal. That was one of the shows that was with us when we started this network, and we had some internal difficulties and whatnot. And Mr. Jeremy decided to take his property, this intellectual property, elsewhere. But now he's back. We're going to rock it out. Let's go ahead and show this one. Homecoming.
Nice.
There we go. All right. I feel a little bit better showing that one. All right. Let's
Right
get
on.
that hell out of here. So, yeah, he's starting up Paranormal, the New Normal podcast, and it's cool. He does everything ghosts, UFOs, Bigfoots, which is my favorite topic of all because
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Bigfoots are totally real.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're a huge Bigfoot fan. You can't get enough of them.
I can't get it out. It always makes me feel so squatchy. Ugh. That made me feel saying that. Yuck.
All right. So, are we ready to start?
Well, I don't think I like how we're starting. So let's go ahead.
Are we live?
We're on,
Hello?
baby. Hello.
Hello? Okay.
You didn't
A
stab
voice?
yourself in the eyeball today, did you?
No. A voice says leave.
And then what?
The first
Oh,
video we'll
the
be taking a
video.
look at today comes from the TikTok account VCD, who can be seen filming from inside his car before
VCD.
pulling
Sounds
up
like
to a
Italian
house.
food.
And it's here that he immediately senses something is
VCD.
very wrong. Right away, the uploader gets understandably freaked out when
son
he
of a
discovers
bitch!
that the stove has somehow been turned
Oh,
on.
shit.
Afterward,
damn it.
he takes a moment to breathe and collect himself.
Sir
But he
Spooks.
doesn't get much time to do that, because then this happens.
No.
Why is
Right
it
out the
going?
gate.
Why is Lindsay Ivan not sucking my dick yet? Fuck her.
Why was that damn door? That door was not shut.
Oh no.
Out of nowhere, a door closes by itself, much to the uploader's shock. Clearly rattled, he frustratedly calls out, "Who are you? What do you want?" Probably not expecting an answer, but that's exactly what he gets.
Who are you?
Your
What do you
mom.
want? I'm out.
A strange, disembodied voice can be heard responding with a chilling word: leave. The video ends with the man doing exactly that, leaving the house as quickly as he can without looking back. This clip was only posted to TikTok a little over a month ago, so hopefully we'll get an update sometime soon. It's definitely bizarre, and unsettling incident to say the least. While skeptics might wonder if the stove or dog could have mechanical issues, the clear, close-by voice telling him to leave is what pushes this encounter into much stranger territory. If it's real, it's the kind of experience you don't easily forget.
So did you actually hear leave?
Kind of. That wasn't one of those whisper sounds where you put the word up and people's brain go, "Oh yeah, that's what she said."
Yeah, it sounded to me like something like that.
Well, it must be all that shit in your ears from you and Sir Spooks conspiring against me. You two.
Oh man.
Everything about that bullshit was video only because Sir Spooks put it up, and now I'm mad at him.
That's right. Okay.
And you. What?
Well, you're always mad at me. That's to be expected.
Leave. Did you hear that?
Oh, I heard a voice say leave, so I guess I gotta go now.
I guess so. Shit, I guess I'm doing this one alone. Or you could be like me, like the house in Pittsburgh when I went to look through a haunted house with a little group of amateur nobodies. They weren't really doing much filming besides on a cell phone, but I swear to God, I heard a voice say leave, and I said no. And they went, no what? So you guys didn't hear that voice just say leave? So a voice said leave and you said no? That's correct. What are you going to do? Make me leave.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't understand the history of us.
Leave. Fuck you. Wait, what? Yeah, you All right, Doug. You can. I see that you're a little bit under the weather today.
Yeah.
What I think happened here, Doug, was all this conspiring you're doing against me in regards to Miss Ivan. I think that you fell into a puddle of AIDS, and now you're trying to kind of fight that off.
It is rotting my soul.
Good.
Good.
That makes me feel better about things.
Oh, okay. Well, let's check out Abandoned.
Abandonment issue.
In the following video, a man was exploring the closed Cherokee Heritage Center Museum in Park Hill, Oklahoma. The site was originally the Cherokee National
There's
Female
no
Seminary
W in
1951,
Oklahoma.
but was later burnt down in 1887, and the Heritage Center was established in 1963, with the remaining columns of the original seminary building
There's no
still
F in
remaining
free.
as
What
a
the hell?
feature of the center grounds. The place has now been closed since 2020, and upon exploring the area, he captures something completely bizarre. Take a look.
Am I tripping or is there something going on in here? What the?
After moving to Indian Territory, Cherokee Nation set aside 1 acre of ground to raise a church congregation. Moravians, Baptists.
Okay. Dude, that scared me. I was like, there's someone in there.
You wearing a GoPro?
Something like that, yeah. And I tried to enhance this a bit. You can kind of see something in there, but...
A recorded message can be heard playing on repeat inside one of the closed buildings, even though there's clearly nobody there. After looking around for a while and returning to one of the windows, what looks like a creepy white figure can be seen hovering.
I'm really glad he just came right out and said it was a recorded message and weren't trying to play it like a ghost voice.
No, that was they thought it was weird that it hasn't been open since 2020, but yet this recording is just constantly playing. That's kind of weird. But then the thing in the window, you could barely. There's so much crap on the window. It was really hard to see, but there was something moving in there, and I tried to enhance it, but it just the more I did, the worse it got because just because of the shit on the window.
Well, there are spots in Gettysburg where they play constant recordings of certain things because they believe that sound helps kind of chill the ghost activity. It keeps them happy to hear it. So I wonder if maybe that has any kind of a correlation into it. Because that was clearly some kind of recording happening in a place that was a makeshift church. And
that's interesting. That's interesting. That maybe, huh?
I don't know how much stock I'm going to put into what was going on with the little white thing in the background, but I think that would probably be the only logical explanation as to why they were playing a sermon.
Right. Okay. Huh.
I think they should have had somebody saying on a loop, "Power of Christ compels you," and that would have taken care of everything.
There you go.
I don't cough due to your age. Just keep it together. We'll keep it calm.
I'm trying to. So I think now we're going to check out The Wax Witch.
Oh, is that Lindsay?
Yes, a wax. Yeah.
The wax
Next
hacks.
video takes place at a museum where something pretty creepy was captured. Now, just for context,
Here's
the
the
person
fake
recording
flag.
this was visiting this museum after his father came here a few days ago. His dad told him that there was something off about this place. He doesn't know why, but the exhibition that's dedicated to a woman known as Maria Sabina creeps him out. Whether it's because her wax statue looks a little too real or her history with witchcraft, this whole exhibition scares him. But after watching this video that his son took, there's no way that he's coming back to this place now. The following is what his son captured at the exhibition of Maria Sabina. Have a look.
¡Ay, hijo de... güey, qué pedo!
Somehow, the wax figure of Maria Sabina comes alive. She seemingly tilts her head in a quick and sudden motion, almost.
Oh shit! I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'll bring it right back up and put it.
Oh, there's more? There's not just the same?
Now, this next video takes place at a museum
Well, yeah,
where
it's
something
just
pretty creepy
showing
was
it.
captioned. The figure is now acting as it should.
No.
Güey, qué pedo!
Now, this whole occurrence has freaked out many viewers, including the father who came here before. However, unlike many, he started to think that maybe this was just part of the figure's design. Maybe it was meant to move as it was built that way. But according to the museum's owner, this should not have happened.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada. Te digo, mira, te muestro. No hay cables, no hay nada, no es un robot. Es una figura totalmente en cera.
If the figure isn't an animatronic or anything of that sort, then just
See, I thought that was interesting. A wax figure and the head just does
But
that.
yet the wax didn't break. Nah, there's just something too sus about that one.
So you think the guy that runs the museum is lying?
I think that video was probably some kind of a clever edit. You can't take a candle and suddenly move it and it not snap. Wax breaks when it's cool. That's just what it does.
Right.
And even if it wasn't cool, let's say it was malleable, you would see signs of stretching in the wax. I'm not buying that one.
You're not buying it. I thought it was interesting, just
It is.
because
It's very interesting.
I think if there's some sort of supernatural force could manipulate things in a way we wouldn't normally be able to. But
I think that's your age taking over your common thinking right there.
I always want to earnestly believe in the crazy shit.
Well, just like you said in the commercial, we watch totally real ghost videos.
That's true. That's true. And then you said
it's all bullshit. And I had to keep rolling with that joke for the wrestle shoot cut. I mean, Kristen, we talk about pro wrestling, and it's all bullshit. Except he went, wait, what?
Here's one I've been sitting on for a while. It's called The Phone Call.
Oh, is it like from that movie? The call's coming from inside the house.
Call. A Reddit user was working as a rehab nurse, and one night a patient suddenly died. They prepared the woman's body for her family to come and visit one last time, and for the mortuary to come and take her away afterwards. The hall was mostly empty, and there was nobody anywhere near her room.
Why would you put your mother there?
So no TVs would turn on, when all of a sudden, the now deceased woman's call light turns on out of nowhere. The rehab nurse heads down there to turn it off. A few moments later, they turn on again. This time the nurse answers it on the phone, so it turns off without having to go back down there. And that's when the speaker turns on and something creepy is heard. Listen closely.
Sounds like a TV to me.
A disembodied voice can be heard talking, although it's hard to make out what is being said. Many people in the comments say they hear the words birthday and daughter died, and they believe this is the spirit of the patient still reliving a scene from its former life, not knowing that it has already passed on. But
I know. I liked it. I liked that one just because it was creepy sounding, but it could be easily faked.
Oh, that was clearly a television. And that was a man's voice, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
See, both of them are talking shit about you right now for showing the videos you're showing today. Guys, he's sick. Come on. Some mercy, for Christ's sakes.
Okay, so, well, on that note, I'm going to give you a reward.
In this next clip, which was captured at a different store hundreds of miles away from Darshak's, a pair of OXXO employees working the night shift witnessed something strange.
¿Qué pasa?
Nothing, mate.
Who are you?
Everything's absolutely fine.
Nos vamos acercando a la cámara. Jorgito. Jorgito es uno de mis compañeros de aquí de trabajo. ¿Qué pasó, hijo? ¿Qué se cayó? Vean, vean, vean. Vean.
What? What?
Ahí
oh, shit!
Oh,
Get behind there now!
Oh.
Look behind there! Quickly look behind there! Quick!
Vamos a tratar de no acercarnos, Jorgito, porque... Vean, vean
Oh
cómo se...
shit, mate! Was that a shadow that opened up that fucking thing?
Vamos a tratar de no acercarnos, Jorgito, porque... Vean, vean cómo se están abriendo las puertas. Vamos a ver de aquel lado.
Get behind there now, mate. Don't hide yourself. Don't
Yeah,
hide
get the fuck in that
yourself.
cooler.
Rambo it. Get out. Come on,
Rambo
please.
it.
Just let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Those shadow
Oh,
bastards.
it's just so perfect, isn't it? The timing is so perfect. Here's the bloody aisle, right? The bloody center aisle, and there's the door, and the camera's moving perfectly. That door opens, and that door opens, and then that door opens, and that door opens. Just move around so we can see it, please, for the love of God. Is there anybody down? Look at this shit, mate. Look. Look, there could be somebody down here. Look, behind this fucking center aisle. There. Boom. No. Now move there. And now move on to the next one.
Que se dio cuenta clientes.
If that one opens, please open, because we can see now. We can see what's going on. Please open.
Do it.
La verdad sí es un poco temeroso. Ya le hablé a mi supervisor.
Do it.
Para que vean.
Oh, okay. I take it back.
Right.
I take it all back, mate. I take it all back. Leque yeah.
Ya le hablé a mi supervisor para que viniera a ver esto que está pasando. No me cree.
And that shit closes as well, so that's not.
De venir. Hasta ahorita
that's
no
not
ha venido.
String.
Y no nos hemos atrevido a ir a la parte de atrás en la cámara porque pues nos da un poco de temor, ¿no? Porque pues esto es algo sobrenatural. Pero
I would crescent kick that person in the head, not her, the person as in the ghosty wosty. I would crescent kick it, right? If you don't know what crescent kick is, it's a crescent kick, right? Yeah?
No.
Maximum
No, you did that
in the
wrong.
head. Now, obviously, I could go higher than that. I just haven't stretched. Yeah, and it's a bit of a confined area here, right? And I would do it a little bit quicker.
It'd be funny if
But
you
the
just kicked the
speed of
shit out of the
causes
stuff.
like this fucking crack in the
Funny
air.
if you kicked and
I've
fell.
got to look after my mics. So let's carry on.
vamos, Jorgito, allá atrás a ver qué pasa. Vean. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Vamos a arriesgarnos a ir.
Mate, that is crazy. Because the string could put open, but then to close it again?
A ver qué pasa. Esta es la parte de la entrada de la cámara. Vamos a ver qué pasa. O sea, ahora sí que. Acá, dijo, no sé si oyeron.
Mate.
Jorgito, ve a ver, hijo.
She's actually shitting it.
Sí.
The two OXO employees watch with fright.
Go in the cooler.
About this one. I'm borderline convinced that something's going on and it's not fake. Whether it's paranormal, I don't know. Something's going on there, mate. Maybe the room was built on a slant as well as a graveyard?
Fright and confusion as the doors to the drinks fridge slowly open and close all on their own. And what makes this unlikely to be fake is that if you have ever tried to open one of these drinks fridge doors, you know you sometimes have to pull it quite hard. This is due to two things. One, it's usually caused by air pressure difference between the inside and outside of the fridge, and when you open the door, warm air from the outside rushes in and cools down quickly, creating a slight vacuum effect that makes the door harder to open until the pressure equalizes. Or two, commercial fridges like the ones in almost every store have strong seals to keep cold air from escaping, helping to maintain temperature and energy efficiency. This seal also contributes to the resistance when someone pulls the fridge door open. So yeah, given how tough these doors are to open, it's unlikely that what we're seeing here is someone pulling it.
What did he end it with? It's likely that somebody was pulling it with string. Did I mishear
that? Doesn't make sense. See, now you're right. They do, those doors will close by themselves. You know that, I mean, we go to those places all the time, grab something and then just leave it, and it just closes itself.
And that's because of the cooling fan. Now I learned this when I was managing a Sunoco. And I had something very similar to that was happening, where the doors were kind of falling open just a little bit. Nothing as dramatic as that. Then they would get sucked back closed because the fan inside, there's two fans. There is one fan that is blowing cold air out and another fan that is sucking air in. And the reasoning for that is what they said at the end, to help keep that door from just opening up, letting all the cold air out.
Right. And I would think you'd need more than a string to make, because sometimes those doors, you need to put a little force to make them open. Like you would need like a wire, like a metal wire or something, because a string would break, or a fishing line would maybe break. and then you could easily see a metal wire, going across wherever.
Well, that's
So I think
that's it too. No matter what kind of string or whatever they were using, you would have totally seen it. It would have been hanging off every single door. And it wasn't a string thing. There was definitely something to that. Thank you, Casper Site, for showing us some valid videos. Fucking Doug.
Okay, well, I think the next video I want to show, it's long. It's a long video, but there is actually something pretty. There's a lot of story and exposition to this one, but there is some seriously weird shit going on in it. So it's like 6.5 minutes long, but there's some weird shit, and I clipped what I could and sped up certain things, but yeah, I did some work on this one. But
well, let's get into it, mate. Let's Rambo that shit.
This is called the Sixth Sense of Animals. So
it's a little long.
In the following video, a woman named Britt is outside her house trying her best to remain calm after witnessing something that left her immensely terrified.
I'm
immensely terrified.
Just in the off chance that no one believes me, maybe I can catch it.
She sounds nervous, not immensely terrified.
Cemetery.
Right.
In my front yard, which probably doesn't help my cause. But I and she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled, and when she growled, I kind of like booked it. Staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled, and when she growled,
I love barn doors in houses. That's fantastic looking.
I just don't really know what she's staring at, because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like,
keep going. Here we go.
Like, what is it?
For some reason, Britt's dog has been staring at this closet space for quite some time, despite there being no one or nothing inside. Although initially spooked, it wasn't until her dog started growling and barking at the space that she immediately fled, at which point she began to record this video. Now there's something in the beginning that Britt captures, which is worth pointing out, and that's the graveyard in front of her house. Every so often, Josie would come out to this spot and just stare at it in the same way that she would when looking at the closet space.
Josie. Josie, what's going on?
But things get even creepier when Britt mentions a certain detail about this graveyard.
So a lot of you guys have also been asking questions about the graveyard. Yes, we do indeed have a graveyard on this property. So this was my grandparents' ranch, and it was their wish to be buried right here, just where they were. And before they passed away, they buried all of their cats right here where you see the little crosses. And so that's really all that there's to it. But things have been quite strange lately. Like, for some reason, cows just like come to this area sometimes and like surround it, because we during the day we leave that gate open.
As she mentions, cows would also come to this exact spot and
do
do the same thing that her dog would do.
Yes.
Keep in mind that the only farm animals that she has on this ranch are horses. These cows aren't hers, but they always come from a neighboring ranch and surround her graveyard.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development.
Silence of the cows.
They just want to come and literally Yeah. And they just kind of will freeze and not move. So, yeah.
Now, the cow situation is a relatively new occurrence. It was only a month ago, in April, that they started to appear. This is why she's been trying to record them as much as she can, just in case they stop showing up and no one believes her. But one night, while getting a food delivery, Britt records something that makes her even more certain that there's something off about the graveyard. It's late at night when this is captured.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
Yeah, this location is outside, no here.
Oh, that's so
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You're a cow.
it's scared. There's a cow.
They're actually not mine. I don't know. It wasn't showing up.
What is
Hi.
It's a demon cow.
Thank you.
Move,
This is what I'm
motherfucker.
talking about. Every freaking night, like even at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like stand and like. Are you for real right now?
Here's the finish.
What?
Oh, you didn't see it?
Nuh-uh. Rewind a little bit.
No, they're gonna play it.
Eerily, her shirt is pulled by something that can't
Oh.
be seen. It was right after she walked in to disable the home security alarm, which had gone off for unknown reasons, that this happened. Upon feeling a sudden yank, she immediately drops her food and runs out in a panic frenzy. According to her, it was as if someone had tugged at her sleeve with all their might. Shaken up by this, she decides to sleep in the RV outside and wait until her family came back from their trip. It goes without saying, but she was totally freaked out, and it didn't help that she was all alone when this happened. This incident, along with the strange behavior from the animals, has led her to believe that the graveyard is either.
Wow.
So that clinched it for me. I mean, that pulling on the shirt, that reminds me of that one chick who, we agree, her house is fucking haunted, like her
With the hair.
ponytails getting, yeah, and all the other shit going on. Yeah, that reminded me of that.
Well, I watched that one when they showed it both times after that, and when they grabbed the shirt, I mean, you could actually see what looked like imprints of where fingers would have held onto the fabric.
Yeah, that was like a hard pull. Like it wasn't.
And, the animal intuition, that's just a real fucking thing. Like, we left the last house we were just in. And I've been saying for years when I was there, that house was haunted. The dog, my dog, Morgan, since we moved over to this new place, has been reacting kind of similarly. Where because she's not a barker. She's not a growler. She's a very
Right.
mellow dog. But just like at the last house, she'll look into a direction where there's nothing, and then she'll poof at it, maybe a growl. I ask her what's wrong, and it ends. It's over. So
Yeah.
animals can see it. Animals can see it all. Just like kids, kids haven't had that real life bullshit barrier that blinds them to what they see when they're kids. Like imaginary friends. Who's to say imaginary friends aren't actually real?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that one's legit. And the cows just showing up to stare at the graveyard. It's like, that's really weird, because usually cows are gonna wander and go where they can graze and eat shit, not just wander onto a property and stare at crosses in the dirt. That's a weird one.
So, but if they're cat graves, what's that got to do with the person that will pull on the arm of the shirt?
I don't know that it has anything to do with it. I think they were just like saying, okay, yeah, these are my grandparents, and they got buried with cats.
They did say their grandparents were buried there too?
Yeah, I think the two big crosses were the grandparents,
Okay.
and then the little crosses were the cats. So
That's what I thought at first, but I didn't hear any mention about the grandparents being there. I thought I heard them say that they moved away.
no, she said that they wanted to be buried here on the site and stuff. So yeah,
Or maybe they said passed away. I don't know. I never claimed that I'm the smartest guy on this show.
you're brilliant in your own special way.
Aw, thanks, Doug. In my own very special kind of way. I'm special. Doug said so. Doug said I'm special. Ha ha, Doug didn't say you're special.
Oh, here's the flapping window. This is a short one, but it's weird. And the flapping window.
Oh, all right.
Reddit user Wrestling is Real posted a video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit that's been gaining a lot of traction lately, and after watching it, it's easy to see why. According to the uploader, he was simply out for a walk in Scotland when he passed by an old abandoned building. He says he started hearing strange banging noises coming from around the property, and naturally, curiosity got the best of him, so he decided to investigate. Here's what he captured.
Huh. That's a door.
Window, door, potato.
Lindsay Ivan, no talent hack. I get it.
Must be a ghost.
Must be.
No, it's a ghost.
Yep.
There's nothing else there.
It's a very thin door.
Something definitely feels off. The way the board flaps
Maybe
open
that is a
and
window.
closed has a jerky, almost unnatural movement to it. And just as things seem to calm down, there's another noise. And then the motion suddenly stops, as if whatever was causing it decided to go still. The uploader also notes that no one else was around when the video was filmed. And while some might point to the wind as the cause, he raises a good question. If it really was the wind, why did it stop the moment that second noise occurred? While there's always the chance this was caused by airflow, pressure changes, or an unstable structure reacting to the environment, there's no denying that the timing, the movement, and the setting all combine to make this feel seriously creepy. Honestly, this is one of the most bizarre and unsettling clips I've come across in a while, and I might just think twice about exploring abandoned buildings in Scotland anytime soon. What do you think? Just an old board and some wind, or something more? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I would hella want to explore that place, but that's just me.
I know that if it was you and I, we'd say, oh, look, we can get in through that flapping piece of wood. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, well, it doesn't take much to bend it over. So,
yeah, let's climb up in there and see what the fuck's what. Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. It was creepy. It was cool, but
yeah,
somebody standing outside going, oh, here's my camera. Yep, it's a ghost. It's definitely a ghost. No doubt about it. It's a ghost. God, fuck yourself. You didn't even have the balls to walk up to it, look inside. Shut up.
I will say, with the more up close thing, you could see that you couldn't see anything on the inside, like using a stick to like push it open or something. You couldn't see anything like that. It just looked like it was just on its own.
That just reemphasizes why the fuck wouldn't you go look? There was nobody there to hurt you. Go open that up and look inside, you pussy.
People get scared.
How? How do you stop? You could stop and film it, but what? As long as I'm a safe 500 feet away because I'm a pussy? No. Go look or don't record it. Yep, it's definitely a ghost. Really? Are you basing that on your expert opinion, idiot? I hope he follows your lead and falls into a waiting pool full of AIDS.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He deserves
Okay.
it. You personally only kind of deserve your AIDS because of, busting my balls about Lindsay Ivan all the time. He all the way deserves it for doing clickbait.
Right. Okay.
Maybe I should go out tonight.
Rob loves Lindsay.
Didgeridoo! I put my hand, my pockets, and my pockets, and the stole.
Oh no! What happened to the wonderful music? You piece of shit. Oh no, the video. What happened?
Oh my God. Well, I am betrayed now.
See, I think Lindsay Ivan stepped in and she fucked you. Oh, it's gone again. What the hell?
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
See, Lindsay screwed you. I told you couldn't trust that.
I've been betrayed. Damn it, it's all acting up now.
That's right. And you were betrayed and now your AIDS hurts. You probably got it.
Hey, I can't speak to that.
Doug, have you been poking Lindsay?
Absolutely not. I'm a married man. I've not been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I hope you don't pass on Lindsay's AIDS to your wonderful wife.
Well, no, because that's not happening. So no, of course not.
No, of course not.
So here's Elevator Phantom.
Now this next video takes place at a hotel in Spain where a group of friends had taken an elevator that for some reason wouldn't take them to their floor.
It's gonna do it again. Alright, so it's been doing this for a minute. And there's nothing out there. You need to hit that jam. You wanna figure it out?
Yeah.
Alright. No, that did something.
No.
What is going on?
The 16th floor is still under construction, meaning that no guests are staying there at the moment, so it doesn't make sense as to why it does this. But fast forward to only a day or two later, and this happens.
Yo, so this elevator is acting mad weird. We started a few floors up, and
No fucking way, mate.
The elevator suddenly stops working. As it turns out, there had been a power outage affecting most parts of Spain and Portugal. Now thankfully, while being stuck inside, the backup generator kicks in, but it's not working as it should, as the lights continue to go on and off randomly. But as all three friends have fun with the flashing lights, this happens.
there you go. I got you. Oh. Oh, he's cooking something.
What are you doing?
Yep.
I don't know what else is going on.
I gotta pee. It's making me mad. I'm like so angry like Bowser.
Guys, this is probably the worst thing.
In the corner of the elevator, a dark silhouette is seen right behind one of the friends. It's small, but clear enough to see that something out of place is there. Neither friend had realized what this was, but after watching this footage, they can't help but think that something otherworldly had been inside the elevator. Now thankfully, after some time, the group was able to escape, but not in the way that they imagined.
We're moving.
Why are they taking their clothes off? What happened while the camera was off?
One of the parts I clipped out was it was getting really hot in the elevator.
All right.
They were brought up to the 16th floor after being stuck inside for about an hour and a half. Just like before, no one had called it. Although definitely strange, they would much rather be on this floor than inside the broken elevator for obvious reasons. But the question still remains, just who called it up? And most importantly, just what exactly had been inside the elevator?
That's
to this day,
cool.
the friends have no clue, but they're just glad that things didn't take a turn for the worse while being trapped inside. Ghost or not, this video is pretty strange.
So yeah, that's the thing that gets me is the thing in the corner more than anything else. Elevators do whatever. The 16th floor thing was kind of weird that it kept insisting. And one of the parts I clipped out also said that other people that were staying at that hotel were complaining. This elevator keeps wanting to take us to the 16th floor. So where there's no one is, except whatever they're doing.
I wonder why they didn't include any footage of getting off on 16 to see what maybe there was some. It just feels like that was irresponsible camera work.
Yeah, maybe. But the thing in the corner, the thing in the corner was pretty cool, kind of pretty creepy looking. And they seem to be completely oblivious. They're just like, goofing off and shit.
Well, they were doing something, I'll tell you that much, stripping their clothes down. You could tell they were trying to get their energy back after what I believe was a very rompous man-on-man love-making session.
Or it could have been, they were there for an hour and a half and it was getting really hot, it was getting really hot inside.
Well, I'm sure it did get really hot when they started taking their clothes off.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
It's getting hot in her. Bro, wouldn't it be funny if I just choked your dick right now? Bro, that would be so funny. Close off.
This is so crazy.
This is so funny, bro. We should all suck each other off. Yeah, that would be real funny. Okay. No, we're already just about out of time here there, Puddin'. You want to get off? You got one good one you want to show?
Sure. I'll tell you what. I'll end it on a high note for you, Rob. We've been friends for like 36 years.
Oh my God, has it really been that long?
Well, this fall it will be the fall of '89.
Wow. All right.
I know, right? That's fucking insane.
Christ.
So, as a friend, I will leave it. I'll leave it on a high note for you.
Oh, yay!
This third clip, again, taken at a different OXXO store in a completely different part of Mexico.
Oh, yay, it's Jasper!
He was working the night shift, had just finished mopping the floors when he heard the sounds of bare feet patting on the store's wet floor.
Oh, mate. Oh, God, that's a horrifying sound, right? I mean, if there's nobody there. Oh, let's hear it to see if it sounds anything like that. Maximum beatboxer.
As no one else is meant to be in the store, he becomes a little creeped out. Nevertheless, he checks the area where the footsteps were heard, and what he sees, well, creeped him out even more.
Pensé que era puro pedo que anda una niña.
Acabo de trapear. No me lo van a creer, pero...
Oh shit, there's actually a bloody footprint there, mate.
Si son cuerdas para distinguirlas, son unas patitas.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Ay, güey, no seas mamón, verga.
Tiny little footprints appear on the wet floor, but bizarrely, they seem to appear as the store worker records the video. Now, what makes these incidents even...
Did it? I thought he's just recording it.
Yeah.
I think as you move, they shone against the light because part of it's dry and part of it's wet, or... I don't know. Did it?
More unsettling is that these aren't isolated events. Across Mexico, many OXXO employees have reported strange,
this is that same store.
Occurrences too. And like I said, just a search online reveals hundreds of clips taken by different employees at different store locations. With over 21,000 OXXO stores across Latin America, it makes you wonder, are these stories somehow prone to the supernatural? Or is there something else at play here? I'll leave the decision in your hands.
Yeah. I didn't hear any sounds, so I didn't hear any footsteps. And I have mopped floors and seen footprints come up through the wet patches before. Seems to me that was probably a grubby little kid running around barefoot and just left imprints on the. I'm not buying that one. Too bad. I love Casper, but no, I don't buy the footprints.
Right.
What do you think?
No, you're probably right. I like the one before that with the opening doors. That was good. And then I can't remember the one I showed last week, the first of the three. I showed it last week. Yeah, something like that.
Now, I remember that from last time. I remember last time saying like, no, I think that was just somebody was there running around. I still stand by that.
Right. But the doors, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Fuck yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for another episode of Ghosted. We are here on the Antisocial Network. And like I say, you could find us online at ASN4 Life there on YouTube. If you like us, please give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. I would advise against that because thumbs down go over to the Doug Damien department. That never ends well for people who give us a thumbs down. You should definitely give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, nothing negative or else. Doug, we can't blatantly, with a weapon, threaten them on the air because now
I am holding a random item and just making random movements. Who's to say this is a knife?
Well, I say it's a knife because it looks like a knife and you've impaled your brain with it a couple times.
It could have been a spoon.
It wasn't a spoon. It was that very knife.
What if I sometimes use it as a spoon?
Well, but that doesn't make it not a knife and a spoon anymore. It's still a knife, even if you're dumb enough to use it as a spoon.
I like to use it as a spoon sometimes because then, when I eat, it'll cut my tongue, and then I get a nice rich blend of the flavors of the food and my own blood.
Well, that's a very intelligent way to go about it. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.